Start my. Yeah, we are. Good morning.
Good morning.
See if we can make this work.
If you make this silly thing work, that'd be great.
Yeah, we decided
We decided
that we would come live for a few minutes and
that,
see
that
if anybody was around that we could say hi to.
Hi to the new guys on the show.
Hi to everybody. I figured that I can't say words today. I figured that for a change, y'all might want to see Ian and catch up with him, and see what's going on in his world. So say hi to Ian. Everybody say hi to Ian. Ian, say hi to our people.
Hi, fans.
You want to tell everybody what been up to?
What I've been up to is I've been up to Hot Wheels, and I've been to Kroger and Walmart yesterday, and I was at the library too.
You like going to the library, don't you?
I
You love
it.
reading books, don't you?
Mhm.
That's super awesome. What else do you have going on?
Well, I drew some pictures about what I like to do with Papa.
Would you like to show them your pictures? You may do that. Oh, I forgot one. We're just hanging out. I'm having coffee, and if you didn't see the short, using my eyes. Star Trod mug that I bought from our trip to the farm. Okay.
Here's the first picture.
You have to tell them what it is.
It's me and Papa driving
You have to show them. They can't see it whenever they.
It's me and Papa driving our RC cars. See? The blue one's the Defender and the red one's the Bronco.
Yeah. So that's them driving their RC cars.
And then let me find the next one in line. Me mowing with Papa. Oops.
Put it up there so they can see it.
Let me move it back a bit. For the old people on our show, I'm going to move it a bit closer.
For the people like Grammy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Get to the next one.
Okay.
Here, give me that one so I can put it over here on the stack so we know that we have already done it. Thank you.
This is me helping Papa working on the truck. The green thing's his creeper.
Yes, you're getting to be quite the mechanic, aren't you?
I'm gonna be the mechanic. For old people like Graham, closer. Then, the second before last, me sleeping over with Papa.
Every Saturday night, at least. What do you and Papa do?
I sleep over every Saturday night.
They have one special night a week that they sleep. That Ian sleeps. They both sleep downstairs, and they watch TV and talk and bond and all that neat stuff. Sometimes they'll play. I think. Have you even played games on the Wii together?
Well,
a couple of times.
We haven't in a long time.
Yeah, they do. They do like Papa and grandson stuff.
This is me and Papa watching TV, and apparently on the show it says cars are really cool.
Are very cool.
Very cool.
Is what you put. What channels on YouTube do you like to watch?
I like to watch Kid City.
What else do you like to watch?
Kids Toys Play.
What else do you like to watch? What do you like to watch with Papa?
Fight Script Garage, and maybe Rain Man Ray sometimes, and sometimes South Main Auto.
Yeah, you like to watch Bluey too, don't you?
Mhm.
And we named our raccoon Bluey, didn't we?
Bluey the raccoon.
We haven't seen Bluey in a few days. I don't know. I think Bluey ate the duck eggs. Good. Kind of sad. The duck eggs, well, that's nature. The duck eggs were over in the neighbor's flower bed, and we think Bluey might have got the duck eggs. But it's okay. It's nature. God will take care of it. Do you have anything? What are you going to do today?
Well, I'm probably when Papa. I'm thinking. Well, guys, did you realize in the last couple of videos I got new glasses? These are
Yeah,
my
and
pair.
you got another new pair of glasses, didn't you? Those are the actual new pair of glasses that came from the doctor. We just order from your mom orders from a website to get you more pairs of glasses, and I can't remember the name of it. We will have to ask her and put a link to it, I think.
And I'm probably gonna make a custom train today.
This is a right-handed coffee mug.
Right-handed?
Yeah, because when I use my left hand, it doesn't show the tribe logo. Where are you going to go? We have a trip planned. Where are you going to go?
We're going to go to the farm.
What farm are you going to go to? Stivers.
The Stivers farm.
Homestead.
We're
going to go back there because we love our friends.
We love
supporting them. And what have you got to do today?
I have karate and then church. Well, normally I have play practice, but I have to play practice. We're not going to do play practice.
Well, the speaking parts, the longer speaking parts have practice. The choir and your speaking part doesn't have to practice. You pretty much got your part down. You don't have to. You know what to do. Mm-hmm. What is the name of your play?
The Agape League.
And we invite everyone.
We invite everyone to come.
We will share the link. We invite you, if you're in the area in Lexington, we invite you to come on the 21st of May at 9 and 11:15 to watch the Agape League production, or it will be live streamed on our Man of War Church channel, and we invite all of you to come and watch. I've seen a couple people hop on. Hi to you. Thanks for stopping by. This isn't a drama channel. Sorry. That's ugly sounding. I shouldn't have said that. We do things different in our house. And we just don't. We just share. We try to share our heart. We try to share our lives with you a little bit. We try to just, leave you a little better than we found you. We try to be uplifting and encouraging. And that's our thing. We just share our world with you. We still have. It's been a couple of years since we bought these, and we bought them off of Amazon. For a while, you can get a filter that goes with these. They're an Nalgene, I think is how you pronounce the name. We all had one. My husband's niece has one. Hi, Loretta. It's good to see you. We're just hanging out for a few minutes because I have enough internet connection and it's working. So, the cup that he drinks out of, we used to buy the filters for them. I have a filter on my refrigerator that came with a water dispenser that I didn't know that it had. Neither did the person that sold it to me, because I really didn't want one, but we got one and it works. So we don't have to buy the filters anymore. We're just sitting here basically talking, Loretta, just kind of sharing just what's been going on in our world. See, you've talked about your production. You've talked about martial arts. What did you learn how to do all by yourself yesterday? Is Sensei asked you to be able to do?
I'm thinking.
You wrap it around your tummy.
Bear hug?
No. What do you wrap around your tummy when you put your gi on?
My belt.
Yes. So you learned how
to tie my belt.
To tie your belt. Yes. Because when you get above, it doesn't really matter right now, right?
Right. But it matters when you're an orange belt to purple belt.
Yeah, but it's the basics, so you have to learn. And we also, our cousin Alvin had a fight a few days ago, and unfortunately, he had an injury early on in the fight. So we are sending him thoughts and prayers for healing. He's trained very, very, very hard to do what he does. He's an MMA competitor.
I'm a PMA.
Well, you are learning. You are learning to be to. You are learning martial arts. I don't know if you will ever compete, but you are learning martial arts because it's good for you. And we have ordered. We have ordered your actual piano lesson book. Should be here in the next day or two, so you can start with that a little bit more structured because we piddled around with it a little bit and it's just time to get serious. Please don't do that. We're on the bed. This is on the bed and it will shake too. How long have you been doing martial arts? I think
around maybe 4 months.
4 or 5 months. I think I'd have to really go back and check. It's been longer than 3 months because he made his yellow belt, and I think they test every 3 months for belts?
Yes.
So, which means he'll be testing pretty soon for his next belt,
which is the orange belt.
Which is his orange belt. We have. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that. I talked a little bit about this at the preface of. I took my glasses off. I can't see. Loretta, I did band. My daughter did band. Neither one of us were very athletic. I used to swim and do water aerobics, and that's what I'm trying to get back into. We're going to put him into swim lessons probably in the fall. We thought about doing it in the summertime, but I think we want a smaller class, so it may be fall before we can get, because it has to be a Tuesday, Thursday class, and it has to be around everything else that he does. We're going to get to start hopefully next week. We were going to go today back to prayer meeting, but I have an ear infection and the drops that the doctor gave me are making me dizzy. And so we've decided to wait another week to go back. Please stop. That bounces the whole computer. I know you don't mean to, but when you bounce the bed, it bounces everything. Anyway, I talked a little bit because I just did a little quick video to go with just me being silly at Texas Roadhouse the other night. I saw my allergist for the first time since 2014. He was happy to see me, and I was happy to see him. Everything, for the most part, is really good. He and I talked about, I talked about why I stopped seeing him, and it was a combination of reasons. The first one being that, everything that my doctors tell me, they tell me not to do is like, be outside and this, that, and the other. And it's all stuff I love to do. So ultimately, I ended up getting depressed because I couldn't do what I love to do. So I decided that, I'm going to do what I want to do, and we'll just treat the medical aspect of it and go on, because being inside, I end up depressed. Everything ends up cluttered. I end up unhappy, and it's not cool. So we would rather play in dirt.
I've put dirt in my shirt and my pants before.
Yes, Ian likes to play in dirt too, and we like that he likes to do that. So we actually have some more stuff coming from Amazon in the next few days. I have stuff that's in the greenhouses that have got to get tomorrow. I've got stuff that has to get planted tomorrow on Friday. Hopefully by the weekend we will be able to till. I've got bushes that need to be planted. We've got grapes and blackberries and blueberries and raspberries that were supposed to be planted before the weather changed back.
And white berries and red berries and yellow berries.
But I've got, it's getting time to get the tomatoes in the ground. I've got to get some cucumbers. I did not try them from seed because I cannot. I've not been. Let me not say I cannot. I have not been successful in growing cucumbers from seed. I've not been successful with lettuce from seed or cabbage, but we're going to keep trying until we get it right. So, we're going to be planting some flowers. Ian has some sunflowers we're going to get planted. Um, we currently have, we'll do a walk through the garden probably. What you doing there, George?
I'm just playing with my fingers.
Are you just playing with your fingers? What do we do every night before we go to bed? What's our new thing that we do?
WrestleMania!
We play WrestleMania. Who wins?
Mostly Grant. But we're gonna do one right now.
No, we can't do one right now because the camera is on. We're talking to our people. Yeah, we play WrestleMania. I win because I'm Grammy and I get to. Um, there will be plenty of updates from the garden. I'm hoping that I have enough tomatoes to. I plan on canning some tomatoes and some sauce and stuff like that. I've dehydrated, but never fully canned. So we're going to try that this year, and hopefully we're successful. There's going to be if y'all like us coming live, we can do this every so often. Since apparently it works on the laptop. I don't know. I tried doing it in my bathroom and it wouldn't work. And then I tried doing it in the kitchen on my phone. Both of those I tried on my phone and it worked in my kitchen, but it wouldn't work in my bathroom. And now it's working in the bedroom. So, I mean, if you enjoy this and just having, this is just calm conversation. This is my real life. And that's just, whenever I came onto YouTube, my goal, for those of you that haven't been to just from the beginning, I went into pain management. I think it was probably between 2014 and 2016. And at that point in time, I started doing it close. It seems like it was closer to 2016. But at that point in time, I started doing what I called sparkle videos. And what it was basically was just I'd pop on, do a video, leave the scripture, leave some uplifting something. And that was why I called it sparkle, was because my intention was to give you something uplifting and just, share a little. At the time, I would share a little bit of makeup. It didn't matter if it was drugstore, high end, or whatever. Then I did a little stint where I sold Younique, learned some valuable stuff. From that time, network marketing is for some people. It is not for me. Okay. I didn't, my overall experience was good. For me, the time that it takes to put into it, when they tell you that it's not a job, that's kind of not true, because it is. It actually is a job that requires a lot of time. And you're always constantly, you have to take care of your customers. So whether you're sick, you have someone in the hospital, whatever the situation, you're still working. And for me, with everything that transpired at that point in time, it just didn't work. My dad was terminal with cancer. I was caring for an elderly veteran as his guardian. There's a series on my channel about that. And both of them, just a lot was going on, and I did not have in me to constantly crank out videos and constantly be promoting one specific product. And to be honest with you, even though there were products that I enjoyed, I like to try other things, and I don't like to be limited or restricted to one brand. It's just not a me thing. So it wasn't a fit for me. Um, um, and after my dad died, I needed an extended period of time. You just knocked your cup over. You have to be careful.
Sometimes it's cooling pillow.
Yeah. We have cooling pillows because I used them, and when we had COVID this last time, I put one underneath Ian, and he was hooked. So he has his cooling pillows. I'm not sure what these other little pom pom thingies that he has are, but
They're
fuzzy pillows. He's enjoying them, so we're just gonna go with it. Um, there was something else that I meant to include. I guess we need to make notes if we're going to do a stream so we know what to talk about because I've lost one thing. We've been on here about 20, looks like 21 minutes. He is adorable, Loretta. He is, there are, he is, and God knows what he's doing in the grand scheme of things. Always, always, always. And he is proof because I don't know what I would have done without when he and my daughter came home. They came home about 2.5 months before my dad died. And I honestly don't know what I would have done without him and my daughter being here when I lost my dad. My daughter held down the fort, even, she was going through a really rough period of time in her life, but she held down everything here at home while I dealt with everything else with my dad and helped my mom. And, we healed together and we continue to heal together. And to be real honest with you, if people maybe someday she'll sit down with me and we'll do a video or a live or something. Um, if someone had told me, say 10 years ago, that she and I would have the relationship that we have today, I just kind of look at you and go, "Don't think so," because we are those two people that are so alike that we butt heads, and
I'm a clown,
and so we both have ADHD, and it's kind of like at points in times it can be mass confusion, and we can work each other's nerves, and it always has been that way. And in the time that I raised her, I didn't shop for school clothes with her because um, she would like something until I said, "Oh, that's so cute," and then she would put it back on the rack, and we would be there forever. So her dad did that, and um, we've gotten a lot better through using tools, things like Celebrate Recovery. I'm proud of her. She's almost completed her step study. Um, please, she is very active with our children's ministry. We're getting ready. Our teens competed last Friday and Saturday. Our teens did great. This is their year to compete. Um, I think they won Bible. Did they win Bible quizzing for state?
They won first, second, and third place.
Okay, can you raise up just a little bit because you kind of like just from nose up. The teen Bible quizzers won first, second, and third place, and didn't Jaden won third place?
Yeah, I think so.
In individual, he won first place in male vocalist, and I think first place in piano. Jaden is our buddy. He was one of our chaperones, one that went with Ian to Bible quizzing, and we just love Jaden. Um, can you not do that because you bounced the whole bed? I know it's fun to watch yourself on the camera, but when you can do it when we have the computer somewhere else. A lot. Kentucky was well represented at the state is, of course, all of our churches around the state come, and my church our church hosts the actual teen talent competition and Bible quizzing. Um, from what I've seen, everything was lots of churches were well represented. There's a lot of talent, and the teenagers that we have now coming up. We won. Our dance team won first place, wasn't it?
First place, second place, and third.
Our dance team.
Oh,
because I know, and I think a team from Danville, I think was the other team that competed, and they scored really well. But there's a whole lot that's going on. These guys are learning some incredible things in our kids ministry. We have a wonderful kids pastor. I enjoy being I get to be part of that by kind of proxy because I have him. But we just have, it's just an amazing thing that we have going on. And I'm being attacked by fuzzy pillows. Anyway, we're going to, I think I have some chicken in the Instapot. I'm it's in the Instapot, not necessarily to cook, but because somebody messed with the settings once again on it was probably me on the refrigerator, and it didn't thaw completely, so it's kind of thawing so that I can make a chicken pot pie for dinner.
Ew.
You will like it. You got to learn how to like the chicken that I make as opposed to McDonald's. Um, Thank you, Loretta. He and I are buddies. It took us. He he's been my little. He's my little. I don't know everything.
My face grew.
He's my favorite boy. And as he grows, and I get to enjoy. I get to enjoy most every day with him. I have him, and there's a foot. I get to be with him every single day, and I didn't get that when he was a baby until he was 2 years old. I didn't get to see him as often, and well, wait, let me back up because he didn't turn 2 until he was here, so just a little bit before he was 2. And we do silly things. We have our silly times. We have our times whenever you'll see me correct him. I don't like to have to do it in front of people, but my job is, to teach him to be a good human. So, you know, the silly stuff he's allowed, we do together, and the silly stuff he's allowed to do. But there are points and times that, correction has to happen. Can I ask you a question, little silly boy?
Yes.
Come over here to where you're in the frame of the camera. What is your favorite way to praise?
My favorite way to praise is to wave hankies and walk.
How do you wave your hanky?
Like this.
Yeah. And is that a new thing?
No, that's a very old thing. Granny saw them.
Mama Sue remembers an older gentleman when she was 5 years old, waving his hanky and when he was praising God.
Yeah, it's
so
a really old thing.
It is from generations ago, isn't it?
Yes.
And who did you share? Who do you share your hanky with?
I share my hanky with Isaac and sometimes the other kids.
But they have to do what with it?
They have to praise with it.
It's not a toy, is it?
It's not a toy. Hold on, let me find it.
We don't have anything that you can use. I don't think. Well, that kind of works. Yeah, it's an envelope, but he waves his hanky.
This is how you're supposed to wave
it. It kind. That's my mail. It started last Easter. The kids we had a very upbeat production for Resurrection Sunday, and during one, you gotta quit bouncing the bed. You can bounce Ian, but don't bounce the bed because you're making everybody that's watching us all drunk and stuff. Okay, so the kids were given tissues, and from there Ian learned that was something that he liked to do when he's worshiping. So we just, son, camera.
Sorry.
It started to become, it had a ripple effect to where he was getting his hankies, but some of the other children were like getting, or not hankies, getting tissues. Some of the other children were getting the tissues and kind of tearing them up and making messes and not doing exactly what the goal was with the tissues. So we decided to buy him hankies, and after the first couple of weeks with him having the hankies, I have told everybody, if your kid wants a hanky and you can't afford it or whatever, I'll buy the hanky for your child. And we'll just have a whole bunch of hankies over in our kids section of, praising God with them, because yeah, it falls under creative worship, but it's not new. It's not a new thing at all. I remember older pastors and ministers and older gentlemen that would come in from the farms and stuff like that, back whenever we got out of church. when we got out of church. If it was midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, or whatever, it didn't matter back then. So anyway, we just wanted to share that with you. Um, we have a couple of things. We have a couple of unspoken prayer requests that we have. There's a couple of things that are in the works. So if you would care to join us praying for these things, we would appreciate it. There are many sick friends and family and stuff like that we have. If you follow my Twitter, one of my cousins is having a really huge issue concerning his ranch that, it's family property that's that he inherited, and he's taken care of it for 13 years, and he's been, please stop, he's been hurt several times, and he's considering selling the property, and it will kind of go out of the family at this point. And I personally don't want to see that happen. I'll just tell you, he's kind of my beef connection, for one thing. For the other thing, when we do this, as we sell off our property land, we start losing our heritage and our legacy, and those are ties that are hard to come by. And on this side of the family that he's on, it's really hard for us to connect and know exactly how we connect and everything like that, because the generations that came before us kind of didn't do a good job at leaving a whole lot of clues. So, but anyway, I've had about 3 calls from my husband, and we've been on here for 30 minutes, and the chicken that I have is probably should be about to be done, and I need to, yeah, Loretta, I'm actually at a crossroads. The property that I stand to inherit, number one, um, in order for that to happen, it means that my mother has to no longer be with us. So I'm kind of like, I don't want the property. I want you. So, it's a situation where, my sister and I will inherit it, and then one of us will buy the other one out, which will probably be me, or we will both just continue to have it together. If she may need it, she and her sweetheart of decades have chickens, goats, alpacas, a horse, and all that neato stuff where she's at now. But I won't fight over the things that we inherit. I just won't. I promised my mom and dad that we would not be those children that everybody's talking about, because we're fighting over material things. My relationship with her is more important. So much so, as adults, we've had one one major argument. Lasted a couple of days. We made up, and shortly after that, we lost my mom's second sister that was next to her in age, and we both vowed, never again will we do this, because either one of us could be gone, and we have each other, and that's it. So we don't talk to each other every day, but we got each other's back, and we talk when we can, because we both have craziness going on. She has 3 of these that are teenagers that she's raising. So she has 6, I think 6 total grandchildren. But I lost my train of thought.
Because the fuzzy pillows?
Because of the fuzzy pillows, yes. How did you get so many fuzzy pillows?
Well, 2 of them are mine and 2 of them are mommy's.
Why do you have fuzzy pillows? Do you like the way they feel?
And I like how they let you sleep.
Okay. We are going to hop off here, because, like I said, my husband has called a couple of times, and I need to get back with him, and need to get back with his mom and do a few things. I'm going to ask Ian if he will leave you with a verse. May you leave them with my favorite verse that you quote.
Well, I have one thing before this.
Okay.
So I want you to pray for Miss Jenny's arm because she broke it.
Yes, we are still praying for Miss Jenny's arm.
Okay. John 15:5. Peace I leave with. Why am I doing John 14:27? Peace I leave with you, my peace I give
Speak
to
louder,
you.
please.
Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid.
Okay. Do you have another scripture or anything else that you want to say?
I just want to say, have a blessed day for all the fans and the new fans.
And we will see you again.
And we'll see you again.
I'm the mayor's daughter.
And I'm the mayor's great Palo son. Great mayor's son. I'm a Palo!
Thank you for stopping in, Loretta. Have a great day. We love you. That's so